Lisa Leslie, right? Lisa Leslie was very, very good friends of Kobe Bryant. When Lisa talked about Kobe Bryant, it's like a Christmas tree at Christmas time. Her face lights up with joy, with wonderful memories, and Gayle King goes to her house and conducts an interview. And in this video right here, we're going to talk about certain things in that video that has struck a nerve with some people. Now, guys, a lot of you guys know me. I'm T-Dub, whatsblazing the sports. I don't really dive too far in these issues, but listen, man, I have to talk about this, right? So, Gayle King does an interview with Lisa Leslie, showing her the jerseys of Kobe Bryant hanging up, making me smile, making me get excited. I'm like, yes, this is memory thoughts of Kobe Bryant through the eyes of one of his great friends and also WNBA star Lisa Leslie. And guys, it all took a hard turn left. And that's what we're here to talk about. Gayle King asks, well, she didn't even ask. She started off by saying this. It's been said that his legacy is complicated due to the sexual assault allegations, right? These same allegations that happened years ago, right? So let's talk about it, right? She said, it's been said that his legacy has been complicated because of these sexual assault charges or allegations. And I have to say this. Lisa Leslie knocked this out the park. Even though Gayle King, in my opinion, tried to bait her to go along with her. What I mean is, Gayle King said, as a woman, right? Basically reminding Lisa Leslie that she's a woman. Basically, Lisa, stick to the woman code. As a woman, I mean, how do you feel about this? And I have to say this, man. This negative that was brought on by Gayle King, this negative to tear down Kobe Bryant, who honestly just passed away. People are still hurt. People are still watching these clips. People are still in pain, but yet we have somebody who is doing an interview. One, for clicks and likes. Two, to take another, in my opinion, African American male and tear him down to help tarnish whatever legacy that he might leave behind. But Lisa Leslie turned its negative into a positive with her answer. She said, listen, the times that we went out in clubs, he wasn't like that. He wasn't like, hook me up with this girl or talk to this girl. He wasn't like that. I didn't see that. But then, in my opinion, Gayle King doubles down. Sarah with F in the building. What's blazing? What's good with you? Sarah, right now I'm talking about an interview with Gayle King in the yellow you see right here against Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie, I'm not lying. The way she handled herself in the interview, as quick-minded as she was, it made me want to go out and buy her jersey. I'm not lying. Like, here she is, right? Doing an interview, talking about one of her good friends in her own home, her house. And now the good friend that she is probably still feeling pain about, Kobe Bryant, is being tarnished by a woman she allowed to come in her house and conduct the interview and get hit with a sideways question, bringing up the sexual allegations that happened years ago that he was never charged with. See, guys, enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. When are we going to stop allowing every great black American get torn down like this? When? And I I challenge all the women that have fathers, sons, boyfriends, cousins. When you look at them young men or future men, you should say, I don't want them to go through this one day. I don't want them to do something great, be loved by many. And the moment they pass away, or heck, it can even be years when they pass away, to get torn down at one of the highest moments. So, Gayle King does this interview, sponsored by I don't know who, to tear down Kobe. Guys, you know that. You know me. You know me. I don't talk about stuff like this, even though it is about an athlete and I am what's plays in the sports, so I am not tied down to one sport, even though I do focus a lot of my time on one sport, boxing. But Kobe Bryant, across all forms, all sports, people have been celebrating this man. His life is cut short. 8 others have been cut short, including his daughter has been cut short. The life is gone. Brothers are left behind. Wives are left behind. Cousins are left behind. In a tragic accident that took their lives. And then we got what I consider heartless. What's going on, Tom Malone? I consider this heartless to bring up something about, honestly, the only thing they can ever use in his past that he was never charged with. And you know what she didn't bring up? She didn't bring up that allegedly the young lady who's made these accusations had 18 other different semen in her panties. Allegedly, 4 months before this, she was in a mental hospital. They didn't bring that up. Allegedly, she took money. Allegedly, listen, she didn't want to testify. She didn't want to testify, but yet we got people like Gayle, who's taken another African American role model to many. I'm telling you right now, even when Barack Obama dies, Mark Wonderlist, what's going on? I'm writing these ladies are talking reckless. It is reckless. It's very disrespectful. When someone is going through this, and you know what? And like I said, I take my head off to Lisa, right? I take my head off to Lisa because Lisa, in so many words, was telling Gayle to fucking drop it. See, when Gayle was talking, Gayle was such on this negative shit. Imagine this, right? Imagine Mark, Tom, Sierra, whoever else catches this on replay. Imagine this. Imagine somebody tells you, right? Hey, I want to come to your home and I want to talk to you about your good friend that passed away. I want to talk about your life and how Kobe Bryant, or not even say Kobe, anybody in your life that passed away that you loved. I want to talk about how that person affected your life. So you get there, right? You let this person in your home, sitting on your sofa, right? You're talking happy, you're smiling, you're having these great memories about this person, and all of a sudden, they start twisting, right? They started taking a deep dive. Remember, this person that you lost, just, listen, not even in the ground good. Pain is still on the surface. The wounds have not healed. And then it goes from one good thing and then hit you, silence you with, well, their legacy is complicated. What? How is it complicated? So back to this Kobe Bryant, she said that it's been said his legacy is complicated. Who said it? See, if I was Lisa, I would have been like, well, who said it? State your sources. State your sources. Who said his legacy complicated? If you can't state them, then I'm saying you're saying it. Guys, listen, I don't even supposed to have a break right now. I'm at work. I have not done a boxing video in I don't know how long. But I say, you know what? I gotta get away. Right? I'm sitting at my desk, tapping my feet, thinking like this is disrespectful to the max. And then for Gayle to try to use the woman code to lead her to say something to go along with, this is what I'm talking about, right? So when she's talking about his legacy is complicated and she asking Lisa Leslie, she said this, as a woman, see what she said, as a woman, she's trying to get her to side with being on the woman's side. That no matter what happened, to go on the woman's side. She wanted to get her to either say, yes, you're right, it is going to be complicated. Or maybe she want to get a yes or a maybe. But like I said, Lisa Leslie handled this like a champ. He said, listen, I didn't see that. As a matter of fact, when we went out, he didn't even act like the typical guy in so many ways. He wasn't like, hook me up with this person, hook me up with that person. That wasn't him. I never seen that. I never experienced it. That wasn't him. And then Gayle tries to come back and double down on it like, well, you wouldn't have seen it. Huh? Hold on. She wouldn't have seen it, and she spent time with him. But you would have seen it, and you spent no time. So a person that knows the least is in a better position to know more than a person that knows the most? Make that make sense. I'm just saying. So Lisa fires back, right? Like, the media, if they had questions about this, they should have asked this when he was alive. Why not ask the source, right? This happened back in 2004. That the woman that brought these things up did not testify. She didn't. He was never charged with it. Why didn't you ask him? Why do you wait until this man die? The dirt is fresh. Wounds are open. Why do you wait this to ask people, his friends? But you know what, guys? Listen, I'm not going to get too into it. I had to step away for a minute. Hope you guys understand. I'm sorry I have not given you guys a lot of overtime hours, which is taken away from, honestly, me. But listen, man. Fathers. You don't want them to get torn down. And just because it's not happening to someone in your family doesn't mean it won't happen to someone in your family. Men, talk onto the bruff. Talk out loud. Let your voice be heard. Because the one thing we find out is, if you speak up, you will be heard. Closed mouth don't get fed. I'm out of here.